Welcome back to Lexi's Leukemia channel. Today we're making Thanksgiving turkeys.
So as Lexi said, we are going to be doing a cute little craft today. This is something that I always do with my after school church kiddos in the 1st and 2nd grade. I have them for 2 years, so every other year we do this craft so everybody gets to do it once. I found this on Pinterest and it's so cute and so easy. And this is a cute little turkey. It's super easy to make, and it's got little eyes, and it's an easy craft for kids. And then we are going to dress these up by adding name cards to them, which I'll show you in a little bit, so that each little spot at the Thanksgiving table will have this turkey. Now, the outside of this turkey is just tulle. So I took this Anchor Hawking bowl here, just a medium-sized bowl will do, and I used it to cut rough. I mean, they're not super good circles, but you kind of want to cut bigger than the bowl, bigger than what you need, and you can always cut off excess fluff if you need it. And then what's inside of there is actually Reese's Pieces. And so these work well. You could also use like M&Ms if you wanted to use like all brown M&Ms. But these work well because these are like fall colored. So if you needed to do something that was not peanut butter, if you had a peanut allergy, you could totally sub M&Ms or some other fall colored candy corn in there if you like that. I don't really care for candy corn, but you could. And then everything else is made out of pipe cleaners. So you're going to use yellow pipe cleaners for the feet, and then brown pipe cleaners and orange and red for the top part of the turkey. And then you've got these little googly eyes that you can get from Walmart, the Hello Hobby section. And then to keep the tulle together, it's literally just a clear, small hair elastic from Goody. And so these are super cute. And literally because this is tulle, it's like a fat quarter from Walmart. It's like goldish brown tulle. Because there's already holes in the tulle, the pipe cleaner just sticks down in there and then it works. And then we are gonna take some jute cord, and I've got these different colors of paper. So I'm gonna double layer the paper in little rectangles, and then we're gonna write each person's name on it and tie it around with the cord. I thought that would be really cute for Thanksgiving. So the first thing that you are going to do is you wanna make sure you have all of your tulle circles cut out, which I already do. I think we're making like 9 of these. One for everyone who's coming to Thanksgiving, and then we have one for her big sister at dance, like they pair up. So once you have all these cut, the next thing to do is to get all the candy in it. And it's very easy, actually, to open up this candy, right, Lex? And so I'm gonna have Lex help me here. And I'm gonna open this candy. And then I'm gonna see if we can't turn the camera down so you can see what we are doing. There we go. Okay. So now you can kind of see what we are doing. There we go. All right. So you can kind of still see our faces a little bit. So basically, just very carefully, right in the center there, you're just gonna use your clean hands. We've both washed our hands, and just put those right in the center. And then you're just gonna kind of gather the tulle fabric up, and you wanna grab out a little thing, Lex, a little hair tie. You're gonna kind of grab it towards the center, and then you're just gonna twist it like you're making a little bundle. And then you're gonna, you wanna make sure that when you twist it, you kind of really gathered it pretty tightly. Okay. Then we're gonna take this, and Wrap the little elastic around it 2 to 3 times. Just until you think it's tight, but not enough that it's going to snap. Okay. Then you're gonna kind of push it. You can kind of make it go towards the back. And then that piece that sticks up is gonna be like the turkey's feathers. So basically, you wanna get all that done first, and then you can move on to the next steps depending upon how many you're making. So the next thing you're gonna need is brown pipe cleaner. You're just gonna take a pipe cleaner and cut it in half depending upon how many turkey necks you need. And then you're gonna take yellow pipe cleaners and cut them in half also. So it takes 1 pipe cleaner for a pair of legs, right? So then you're gonna need, we used 1 orange pipe cleaner, gave us enough beaks. And then I forget what this little red thing is called. Somebody can school me in the comments. I just always called it the gobbler growing up, but it's a little thing that hangs down from the turkey. And then you are gonna need some googly eyes. The small ones are best. You can use the bigger ones that come in the multi-pack, but the small ones are the best just because they are the correct proportion. So, to do these little yellow feet is not hard. All you have to do is take the end of your pipe cleaner and fold it down a little ways, a few centimeters, and you're basically gonna fold zigzag style again. So now you've got C2 right there, and then you're gonna fold it up one more time and down so that you have 3. Can you see that there's 3 there? So then you're gonna take the loose end over here and you're gonna wrap it around the straight part like that. So it's gonna be like this. You're gonna wrap it around and then just give it a twist. It's the beauty of pipe cleaners. And then you are going to just push this part up and then just kind of spread them out, and it makes it look like little turkey feet. So what you want to do is have all your pieces ready to assemble. So that's those. Now, for your beaks and your necks. So this is half a pipe cleaner. And what you do is you just take the end of it and you're just gonna roll it like a spiral, like a snail shell. And this is up to your preference. You can roll it as many times as you want to make it as big as you want. I like mine about that size. So there you go. Now, for the beak, it's just this orange pipe cleaner, and you're gonna find your first layer, like kind of separate this a little bit. And see that first layer right there? You're gonna scooch the pipe cleaner underneath of that first layer and then fold it out like this. And then just give it a twist. And then it will stay on like that. Easy enough. Now, for the little red piece that hangs down, literally just fold it over. That's it. You can twist it if you want, if you have enough, but folding it over will suffice for what you need. And that is that. Now, for the eyes, you're gonna need some type of glue. I like using Eileen's. We used Elmer's with the kids. Eileen's is great for sticking to pipe cleaners, isn't it? So Lexi's gonna help me with this part. So what you have to carefully do is, you wanna hold this for me? Hold that up. You just wanna get just a little dollop of glue, and Eileen's does have the clear. I'm using the white. And you are just gonna kind of put this towards the middle top of the turkey, like where his eye would be, and just kind of press it in, and it'll dry as it sits there. And then you're gonna grab another eye, and I should say these eyes are sticky on the back, but I don't ever trust that. They tend to fall right off. So get the sticky ones and then still also use the glue. Okay. All right. So then you're gonna just kind of guesstimate and try to get it the same on both sides because it will dry clear. So then we've got an eye on both sides. So once you have assembled everything, then you can put it all together. So we're gonna finish getting the rest of these assembled and then we'll show you what we got going on. All right, so we have all of our little turkey heads and little feet made, glued on the eye so they can be sitting there drying. So now we are going to assemble these. So it's actually really super easy. So I'm gonna have Lexi hold this so I can demonstrate. Basically, the pipe cleaners just stick to the holes. So just find a hole and pop the legs through, and then they'll stick out like the turkey is sitting, just kind of make them even. And then the face, you just kind of create a little hole in the top, and then sometimes the pipe cleaner wants to bend up on you a little bit, but once you find that hole and press it down, then it'll just keep going. And then you can just pull the neck up as little or as much as you want. And you have got a cute little turkey. Now, if you were just making a craft for kids, you would stop right there, but we are gonna make these table settings. So let's finish getting the rest of these assembled and then I'll show you how I'm gonna turn it into a table setting. Okay, so all of our little turkeys are done. They turned out really cute. So I bought this pack of assorted paper at Walmart, and it had different cuts already in it, and it had this cute, it had these in there. They were already this size, and it had some black ones and gray ones too. So I thought that'd be perfect. So then I kept the tan ones, like the papery ones, the way they were. And then I chose a light cream color, and I used my paper cutter to cut them down to size. And then what I'm gonna do is, so like I'll show you with Lexi's, I've got this black Sharpie here. I'm just gonna write her name on there in Sharpie. And then that's good to go. And then I am going to take a hole punch, and I kind of wrote to one side. So that way I can do the hole punch in the corner here. I left just enough edge on the brown. And you're gonna put a hole in it just like that. And then you are gonna take some of this jute twine here. Gotta find the end of this twine. Oh, here it is. Is this the end of it? Haha. So then, let's see here. There we go. And we are just going to, aha, now I've got it started. Cut some of this off and loop this through here. And then I'm just going to, you want to hold this up for me? I'm going to tie this where I have the clear elastic band. I'm just going to tie this around my turkey. And do a double knot for good measure. And then tie it in a bow to make it look pretty. And then I'll just cut off any of the excess twine, which actually that works well. And then you can have the turkey facing whichever way you want, and you can make the little name go whichever way you want. And so then you have got the cutest little place card setting, so that way everyone knows where they are sitting. And I think these are adorable. What do you think, Lex?
I love them.
Yes, so cute. And you could even move this around to go the other way. So that way it's facing out the same way, like that. Actually, I kind of like that because then it faces out. And just kind of, yep. There we go. So cute. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this fun little Thanksgiving craft. Something fun you can do with kiddos or use it to elevate your table if you want fun little play settings that the kids can help you with. And also yummy treats they can take home and dismantle. But I had some parents tell me it looked too good to eat. So, you know, do what you want to do. But we are so very excited for Thanksgiving and spending time with family. Probably going to have a couple of bonus videos coming out maybe. We've got a lot of cooking to do and Lexi wants to help me. In the meantime, Lexi, how many subscribers are you trying to get? 20,000? Is that your goal right now?
Yeah.
She's at 16,000 and something and she wants to get to 20. So what can they do to help you reach that goal?
Subscribe.
Yeah. So what do you want to tell everyone?
Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we upload our videos. Bye.
Bye.